Hi guys, I'm back with the dip powder mini. So today I have my cousin over and she's letting me do her nails. So I've already sprayed her hands and stuff down with alcohol to sanitize them. I filed and shaped her nails, and then I used a small buffing block to buff the shine from her nails, and I'm going in with Bond and applying that to her nails. So I also pushed her cuticles back. I failed to mention that. And so we're just gonna do this dip powder application. And so for today's mani, I will be using 3 colors from Color My World dips, and along with their clear. I will not be using the dip liquids just because I grabbed what was readily available. And so the colors I'm going to be using is Disco Queen, Serene, and Wifey. And of course I will encapsulate Disco Queen in clear. And yes, I have a Happy Halloween Color My World dips file that I hadn't used. Every time you order, Amber puts in a file, a buffing block, and a cuticle stick, and so I had an abundance of that because if you guys don't know by now, I love Color My World dip liquids, and so I placed a lot of orders and I have a lot of excess, and so that was great because I wanted to use, of course, I'm doing other people's nails. I use unused products on their nail. And so with this application, I will be showing one nail, each color for one nail for each color. And so whatever I tap over into the cupcake liner, after I finish, that does go into the trash. So if you're doing someone else's nails because you're a DIYer, then you want to make sure that you sprinkle as little as possible because you don't want to waste unnecessary product. So yes, so y'all just hang out with me while I do this dip powder application. Okay, and the next color that we will be using is Serene. It's a beautiful, beautiful blue. Y'all know blue is my favorite color. I think particularly these types of shades are my favorite. It's more like a dark teal, and so I'm going in and applying that. I end up applying that to a middle finger on camera, and then off camera, and I'm sorry y'all, I'm out of frame. Off camera, I do her pinky and thumb, and she allowed me to do her mani. She was like, just pick something, cousin, just pick something. And so I did. I do have a Pinterest picture that gave me inspiration for this mani, and so I chose colors that was kind of similar to that. And so I don't know if you picked up earlier where it looked like that middle finger was still kind of wet. I just sprinkled a little bit more powder over it. And again, I am using Simply Rose custom dip liquids. I do like those dip liquids, but this go round, they were burning my eyes, especially that top coat. I was like, I don't know about that. It didn't burn before, I don't think, but it burned my eyeballs, and I was like, I don't like that. So after I do Serene, I go in with Disco Queen. The first color I pour over, and the second coat I had to dip in the dip jar just to get even coverage. Again, that's why you want to make sure you sanitize your hands before you do this. And so again, pour over the first time, lay flat the second time. And then I will encapsulate that nail in clear using a pipette. I just want to say, look how pretty Disco Queen is. That's a pretty silver. And if you've looked at my shorts or any of my shorts, I did a color by CN Designer Dips, Jingle Bells, and it was sparkly silver with different Christmas colors in there. Those are actually my cousin's nails that I'm doing now. Those are her nails that were in that short. And so I like her nails. They're really wide and big, and you can get just a lot of color on them. It's pretty. So I'm going in with a medium bristle toothbrush to remove excess clear from that nail, and I will brush off any other excess powder on her nails. And then I'm going to go in with activator, which will harden the dip powder, and I'll wait about maybe 5 minutes before, and then go in and do my filing and buffing off camera. After filing and buffing, I remove excess dust from the nail, spraying our nails with water, and I am drying them off. Again, you want to make sure you remove that dust because you don't want that to interfere with your top coat. And so before we top coat her nails, I am going to go in and do some nail stamping. And so I have a plate from Clear Jelly Stamper. And I was going to use the polka dots because the Pinterest picture had polka dots, but instead she wanted the hearts. Of course, it is January 22nd is when I did her nails, and I'm doing my voiceover as well, same day. And so, you know, Valentine's Day is approaching. These aren't Valentine colors, but why not put some hearts on the nail? And so I'm going in with Pewter by Maniology. And so I have my stamping plate, stamping polish, acetone, you need a lint-free wipe, a nail stamper, a scraper card, and something to, I have a sticky pad because you want to be able to clear your stamper head off from any lint, and if you have any uh-oh moments. So since we're using, I'm applying the stamp to dip powder, I am going in with Maniology Sticky Base Coat, and I do have a discount code that I'll link in, that I'll have in the description box below. And so this will make sure or ensure that the image will transfer to the nail. And so you give that maybe 15 or 30 seconds to dry and get tacky. And so I'm going in, I did clearing my plate with acetone, but it looked like it was some residue on there. And so I just used a lint-free towelette and cleared that off just because I wanted that image to pick up. And so it picked up nice and simple. And I'm just placing that on the nail, trying to line it up. And then I'm going to press and hold for a few seconds and lift. This portion of the video is sped up. Most of my videos are. And so I'm going to repeat that. Now with the second go round to pick up the image, it did. So the first scrape, you'll see there was a lot of polish left on the plate. And so anytime that happens, what I've noticed is that the image will not pick up all the way. So those hearts aren't filled in. And so I clear that off and repeat. And this third time was the charm. It picked up just like the first time. And so once I transferred that, I cleaned up any excess polish from her skin. And then I go in with Maniology Smudge Free Top Coat to apply over the nails with the stamping, because I don't want that to smear when I go in with dip powder top coat. And so I use my little USB desk fan to help aid drying the smudge-free top coat. After about maybe 5 to 10 minutes, I then go in with activator, and I'm going to apply that, a layer of activator, to all nails. Give that a few seconds to dry down, which it takes a few seconds. I probably wait about a minute, and then I'm going to go in with a lint-free wipe and remove any excess activator that is not all the way dry. And then I'll go in with top coat, 2 layers of top coat. First layer, 3 swipes across the length and the width of the nail, and then you want to go in with your second coat, which can be more detailed, and you want to cap the free edge. Her nails dried down nice and shiny, and I applied cuticle oil off camera. And y'all, I'm sorry, my husband is watching football and he is hollering. He in the basement and I'm upstairs, and he is hollering that loud. Gonna have a dog on the heart attack stroke screaming over a football game. So again, as I previously mentioned, after her nails dried, I did apply cuticle oil. And so guys, if you found value, please like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and subscribe to my channel. It is free. And so here is the Pinterest picture, and here is my recreation. And so I thought it was cute. I was like, man, I should have did this on myself. But, you know, it is what it is. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time.